Hey everybody, Conscious Medium Brandon Ross, and we're here to talk about the June report. Thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe and get ready for the back end of this channel, having all sorts of fun such as meditations, classes, and more. So I hope you like and subscribe and carry along here. And we do something a little bit different here. As being more than a medium, I love to actually combine astrology as well as the tarot. So we're going to take a look at each one of the signs here. Hope you follow along here on the journey. And as we take a look at June 2022, we've got some really cool stuff coming up. Hey everybody, welcome back, and let's talk a little bit about the astrology report for June 2022. We have Mercury going direct on the 3rd, only to be trifled with Saturn going in retrograde on the 4th. Now, when you have this type of handoff, you are talking about communication, and then you're talking about stability and structure. Saturn always talks about being the stability of society and motherhood and all of that other good stuff, where you have Mercury kind of coming correct and going, okay, well, we've done our planning and here you go. This has been a great time for those of you that are doing a shakeup at home. This is a great time for you that are doing a shakeup with your professional or business life. This is a good time for you to really kind of grow and expand. So what a great time. We, of course, have the full moon in Sagittarius this month. That happens on the 14th. We're going to talk about how this is going to affect the fire signs as opposed to, say, the earth signs, and how we're going to really kind of get through this early kind of summer Gemini into Cancerian time here, and it's really kind of interesting. So very cool. So let's get started. Let's not much ado about nothing here. Ready for Aries? Next card up. All right, Aries energy. Listen, thank you so much for all of your likeness here, Aries. This is going to be kind of a fun. Oh, you can see my knee a little bit. Turn it into PG-13 here. All right, Aries, here we go. So as you guys know, take a look at the astrology and the cards here for each one of the signs here with Aries. You know, you've got to remember that the Sagittarius moon here on the 14th is probably going to be effective for you. Anytime a fire sign is, moon is in a fire sign, it's going to affect you, Aries, whether it's in Leo or Sagittarius. One of the components that you've got to kind of pay attention to is that Sagittarius tend to be a little more compulsive, and then, with the Aries, you get driven and you just, go through the wall. Be cautious during this time with that emotionally. Like, don't get over emotional. Don't get over that top. And you're still reviewing with the Saturn in retrograde. This is still something where you've got to pay attention to your structure here, right? That's how these things get combined. As Venus moves into Gemini, of course, this is a soft, gentle energy for you. So the beginning of the month might be a little bit rough. Last half of the month, after you get past the full moon and it starts to wane a little bit, you're going to be in good shape. All right, so let's take a look at the mind, body, soul here going on. Oh, the mind, the hermit. You're doing some spiritual stuff in your own head, and you're doing it the right way. Not that you need to be told to do it the right way, Aries, because that's kind of your nature, but you also don't have to tell everybody that you can do it the right way. Like, give it a break a little bit, okay? Give it a little break. But true to form here, true to your nature, your mind part of this is you are in your spiritual development. You're trying to do it the right way. Maybe this is going back and doing some old classes that you had done before. Maybe this is also something where you're like, you find the right teacher, because this is kind of a mental thing. Choosing the right teacher is actually a mental game. You may be doing that right now. Okay, here, Aries, that's kind of a good thing. King of Pentacles comes out for your body. This is kind of being super practical. Maybe you found something new. Maybe you're doing stuff like juicing or yoga or something along those lines, where your body is getting treated in a new and different way. Lessons learned with this, though. The 8 of Cups comes out. You've had some losses here on the body. Maybe this is everything from a handicap to you being like, hey, I can't hike the way that I used to. I've got to get back into shape. But you've got a plan, Aries. Like normal, you've got a plan. You really like the plan. Spiritually, it is time for the sisterhood to come together, Aries. Listen, celebrate under that Sagittarius moon. Just don't overdo it. What are you going to have? 1 or 12 drinks? Well, just stick to just a little bit of slight imbibation and not go all the way in. And then you've got this idea of travel. Boy, 33's coming out here for you. 3s are going to be a big number for you. I kind of get that feeling. So you've got this, you've got this mind, body, spirit part of it. The spirit part of it is telling you that, you know what, this is about community. This is about going places. This is about your next move. All of these things. This is a really kind of cool spread for you so far, Aries. I'm proud of you. And by the way, you cannot get this type of spread if you haven't done the work. Just to let you know. You had to have done the work. All right, so let's take a look at how we're going to... Are you kidding me? Ooh, a double Hierophant here. Hey, Aries, can you calm down the confidence? Just a little bit. June's a confidence month for you. Clearly. And oh, by the way, you're ready for anything mentally. Right? So any of the mental sparring, 6 of Wands comes out, or 7 of Wands comes out. You've been through the battle. You're not going to do it anymore. Mentally, you're prepared. This is about mental preparation. So, you get the Hermit card out of spirituality, Hierophant about doing it the right way, the Hierophant about doing it the right way. Calm down, it's all good. Maybe it's 2 teachers, who knows? But then it's also been there, done that. Wow, celebration stuff. Again, 3 of Cups rears itself again in your physical sense. So the practical is coming in. You've learned your lessons with not self-caring. By the way, a little bit of your own worst enemy. 10 of Swords comes out, which are kind of self-inflicted wounds. You can only be your worst enemy here, Aries. Don't do that. Make sure you kind of go through it the right way, right? You know better. You have a new idea. The Knight of Pentacles comes out. Go do that new thing. It's practical. Nothing wrong with being practical, Aries. Which, by the way, you always boast of being practical, and then you get a little over your skis, but whatever. So then, King of Swords comes out for this spiritual side of it. You're the planner. You're the one that's going to be like, hey, girls, I got a great weekend. Let's go up to the lake. Let's get ourselves a couple of Zimas and go ahead and do this. And again, pay attention to the full moon in Sagittarius, that middle of the month. Don't overdo it. And then the Knight of Cups comes out. Boy, oh boy, you're going to go back. So maybe this is kind of a new adventure. But I'll tell you what it really is this is a road trip with the girls. I don't know how else to say it. This is a roadie with the girls because you need to get your guff filled. Not like that. That's something different. I mean the guff, the part where you go like, hey, we're everybody's best friend. Hey, we want to go rock and roll. Hey, we want to have a good time. So go find some of your besties. Go have a great time with this. Wow, I really like this spread for you here, Aries. Let's talk about the center square. Oh, Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords are about a new idea. And guess what? You're still dealing. Here comes the 9 of Swords again. Or the 9 of Wands. Holy Toledo. So you've got the 7 of Wands over here. And then you end up with the 9 of Wands here. This is about you realizing that you're not going to be your own worst enemy anymore. The battle's over. So this is about a new you. Maybe you're coming to the end of a cycle with, maybe this is a divorce. Not going to lie. This is kind of a divorce spread. Maybe this is you saying goodbye to somebody, but it's a new attitude. This Ace of Swords is in your head. You're like, I'm going to think of things differently. I am not beat up. I'm not battered goods. I'm not, I'm worthy. That's a key thing. You got to pay attention to your resilience. Let's see what else comes in here. Here comes the 3 of Wands. If you're thinking about moving, this is the time. I'm not going to lie. You're going to be all about going there. And then the 10 of Pentacles comes out. This is about a foundation for you in the future. The 10 of Pentacles comes out. It's about abundance. It's about time, energy. So chances are you were in a situation where you were spending your energy the wrong way. It didn't fulfill you. You're paying attention to yourself. The couple of tough cards you've gotten here, listen, don't forget the first card of this spread was the Hermit. You have been spiritually prepared for this and redirected in whatever way necessary. You got to start to embrace this. You got to start rocking and rolling it. Aries, you've got this together. You really, truly do. Let's take a look at the language of light. Let's see what our soul has to say on each one of these. Now, in the mind, in a quick recap again, you've got your spiritual guidance here with, with the Hermit card, and then you have the Hierophant, and then the 7 of Wands. You've been through something here. You're mentally kind of working it out. You're like, okay, I need to do this. So mentally, you're ready to expand. This is you wrapping your head around it and going and doing it. What's the formula? Well, listen, you got to take a look at the new way in which you treat your body, your mind, and your mental health even, right? We're in alignment. You're in alignment. What an important card for you, being in alignment. Mentally, Aries, that's a big gift. Remember when I said this is kind of an easy month for you to kind of like mold through it and that sort of thing? So we got Aries, we've got Taurus, we've got Gemini. You're 2 away, right? So you're mostly into this. Then when it comes into Cancerian energy, let it be really simple because you've got a lot of squares going on here. Calm down. They're all going to work out. But for the month of June, you got to really kind of rock this. And then spiritually, just know you're the universe. You got it. You're the goods. You are the goods, Aries. You know, I'm ribbing you a little bit about getting over your skis and stuff, but you're the goods. Let's take a look at the center square here. Oh, yeah. So you get alignment, you get expansion, you get the idea that you are the universe, and then you are meant to ask your soul here in the center square. What a fantastic reading. Aries, you've got it together. Overall, it's a nice, easy month, but this is about reuniting with the tribe. This is about you having, you know, knowing that you've mentally kind of been there and your spiritual self is like, it's the right way or the no way. That's the way you got to approach this right now, Aries. And the physical stuff that you may have going on, this is about acceptance. But boy, oh boy, when you get out there and get going with your homies, it's going to be awesome. All right, Aries, listen, thanks so much for tuning in. Be sure to like and subscribe. And remember to keep going. I'll see you soon.